Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Robert Rivera with Who's On First, the show. And today we got a special guest, a reappearance of my girl, Rachel.
Hello.
Rachel, go ahead. Tell them where you was at. What were you doing?
So I was doing a really fun trip to Munich, Germany, and we also went to Austria. So that was a very exciting, I gotta say.
Okay, and what were you doing over there?
We were doing a lot of touring, but for the main part of it, it was like Olympic type tournament for where everybody can come over there, play softball together, and just have like a lot of fun.
Okay, so what were the teams? What were the teams that you played against there?
So we were going to play against three teams. It was going to be Germany, Czech, and Austria. But sadly and unfortunately, we do not know why Czech and Germany did not show up. So for all four games, you only play against Austria.
Okay, and how'd you guys make out against Austria?
3 out of 4 games. The first and the last 2 games were the ones that we won, and the second game was the one that we lost. But we did pretty good.
Okay, all right. What were your little special accolades?
So all the pitchers did pretty good. Of course, we had the same girl from Italy. She's a really good pitcher too. So we did make some errors, and that's okay. We all make mistakes, but we did really good on hitting. And then of course when I went to pitching, I did pretty decent on myself. And everybody had this kind of click going on. Everything was communicating really well. Kind of a lot of good things too about the outfield, how we can learn from our mistakes, take our time to see what we can do to make it better. And then we just got better throughout the whole entire time.
Okay, so how many girls were there on the team?
We got about 13, yeah.
13 girls. Don't drool all over my ball now. This is the ball that I got sent from the whole team, and they autographed it for me. And yeah, you're drooling. You guys are drooling. Don't drool on my ball. Don't drool. There you go. See? There you go. That's my special ball. It's one of my favorite items now. I've added it to the collection now. I'm putting it back in the box. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was really, really cool. I was really shocked. And it's funny because one of the guys at work, when I opened it up, I was like, what is this? And he turned around and he goes, you look like a big bear with a new toy. He was just, well, Dad sent me a bonus also. And guys, don't drool over this, but everybody knows Roberto Clemente fan, and Dad sent me this card. I appreciate it so much. And he wasn't sure if I had this card, and I told him I don't care if I had 10 of them, I'll take 11. All right. So that means, what was your favorite thing to do out there while you were out there?
Ooh. We actually did talk about it a lot, and I got to stay playing against Austria, and of course playing with my team, which was pretty fun. But there was also a part of the touring that I like, which is called the salt mines. And I gotta say, it's pretty nice.
Salt mines.
And the only reason why I say that is because when you get down there, it's really cold, but also when you walk into this little kind of like hallway type thing, you actually cross Austria into Germany, and then you go back and forth, and there's like this little border right there. So you get and cross the whole area, and it's really cool. So, and then of course there's the photo of us before we went in.
All right.
Now, this is gonna sound really weird, but trust me, it's great. So in the salt mines, there's 2 slides in there. And so, for example, this is my mother and father going down one of these slides.
Okay, so that's the salt one, and then the other slide's a pepper, right? The pepper.
Yes, so when you take these slides, you get farther down, and there's only 2. But when you take them, you go down a level deeper into the salt mine. So that's how you get down, is you take a slide down to the next level.
Oh, wow. So look at that. Look at you, a little salt mine. All right. So, I mean, what were you guys eating after the game? I want to know.
So if I remember correctly, after the game, we kind of had like this, it was like a chicken steak. Chicken schnitzel, yeah, I forgot it was chicken schnitzel. And then it had steak, of course there was bread, and then you can buy drinks there, of course. There was also a food area, whereas for the games, and yeah, it was chili second day too, okay. Chili was the second day.
What was the one thing that you really like gave you a wow moment on the field one day?
So she's being modest.
Come on, Dad, get in the camera. Get down in the camera.
There we go.
All right.
So she's being modest. In the first game, the college pitcher pitched the first 4 innings. Rachel pitched the last 3. They won 9-6. In the second game, she hit only, but she did score the first run for her team, so she contributed in the second game.
Okay.
Third game, she pitched the 4th and the 5th inning, gave up no runs, no hits, no errors, and we ended up run rolling them 10-1. And in the 4th game, she ended up scoring the game-ending run. We won 8-0 with the run roll. So she contributed in all 4 games. She pitched great. We did struggle in the first game, but we all did as a team because they rode on a bus for 4 hours before they played the game. In the end, it was a really great experience. It was awesome to see her play. And, you know, again, she's being modest. She's pitched well, and, you know, she's being shy. So now she's hiding under here to hide.
Well, that's what I wanted. That's what I want. I want the stats. That got the stats. All right. So, I mean, what did Mom? What was your favorite part, Mom? Where she's over there. There she is.
Hello.
Favorite part, Mom? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. What was your favorite part of this whole thing?
Oh, obviously just watching her play, and of course the food. The food was really good.
She's the food one.
Yeah, I'm the food. I love the food. I've got an open palate, so
You gotta tell them about the palace and the castle. I went to a palace and a castle.
Yeah, we went to a couple of castles. That was pretty cool.
One of the castles actually was based off of the story of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
So I was really excited about that. And so when you get up there, it's kind of a long walk. You can either walk or take a horse carriage up there. And of course, we take the horse carriage. But when you go inside, of course, you can explore a few rooms. Now, everything is completely done. Of course, it's old, and then you can not expect really a lot. But it was really pretty in there. Okay. The main room was decorated really pretty, and then I think we saw the bedroom too. The tour guy asked us, hey, what do you think was the oldest object in this room? My dad said there was this blue kind of clock in there, and it looked kind of pretty old in a way, so he said the blue clock. But actually, in reality, there was a chandelier in there.
So it would be illegal to make now because, of course, killing all the elephants.
Right.
But he said that this ivory chandelier, which was huge, was worth like $350,000. So
wow.
Those are cool dollars. But
so I don't know if it's gonna show, but this is the castle right here.
Okay. All right. Bruh. Softball field's on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in the square.
See, if I ever have a castle, there's going to be a baseball field behind it somewhere.
Oh yeah, you get a
couple baseball
little place, but then there's like a softball field right behind it.
Yeah.
But the chandelier is that right there.
Oh wow! All right. Wow,
I think it's really pretty, but
yeah, you guys had a little bit of trying to get some money together to do all this trip. Yeah. You thinking about doing it next year again?
Next year she's going to be a senior. We have to start touring colleges, so we'll see. But I mean, you know.
But what they say they're going to do is go to Hawaii.
Hawaii. Ooh.
Ireland, yeah, Hawaii and Ireland.
All right. Oh.
But since I'm going to be Miss Senior, I have to get ready.
That's a heck of a flight. That's where you guys are located in Texas, right?
Yeah,
I've been to France, and I enjoyed France. That was really cool.
France is pretty.
We did Castle, we did the Eiffel Tower, we did all the
it was gorgeous.
Sure, and that Eiffel Tower, I didn't realize how high it was, and I don't like heights, but they to the top.
He's the same way, but we told her, hey, we're going to the second level. So
we went to middle level, which was
we went all the way up to the look at that. Okay, nice. That's the fountain. Cool. Yeah, we went all the way to the top, and the elevator that got us going all the way to the top, about 3/4 of the way, went boom, boom, boom. And I was grabbing onto everything. And my wife goes, I got you. I was like, yeah, who's got you? I was like, get on.
We went to the second level, and that was high enough for us.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect. You can see all around.
It's really pretty.
If you can sum it up in one word, what would you make this experience be?
I'm going to say amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go stunning.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Now you're a world traveler, you're an international athlete. So now you're going to college next year. What are you thinking about doing for a living? What do you
Yes. So if you remember correctly from my last interview, I'm an artist. So I wanted to do commercial art. I'm still doing paintings too. So
and you're doing the what was it? What was the art that you like to do?
it's called anime glass art.
Right. And who did you meet? I said this year you met a lot of people. You were going anime here and anime.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. So we went to a convention not too long ago, and I actually met the voice actor of Daki from Demon Slayer.
Oh.
And I actually gave her a glass painting too, and I actually got a video of it. And what was so great about the video is that even her assistant went, "Oh my God," what? Like she was so surprised when she saw it, and she almost ruined it by accident, but it's okay.
So is that something that you would want to be, like, not the artist of the picture, but the artist like in a movie or in a cartoon or something like that?
I mean, I think that would be really awesome to be able
Okay.
to draw something for someone or to be able to do something for, like, let's say a business or something, because I feel like I'm creative. And when I'm able to show my creativity, I feel like I want to do more of it. So if I was able to do that, let's say, I think that would be pretty awesome.
Okay. So do you have a character that you want to be or a character that you're making up?
I actually do have my own little OC character for Demon Slayer, and I think I'm going to draw her one day, but she's really pretty. Because I
okay.
want to cosplay her myself because when you go to conventions, sometimes there's these competitions. So for the rules for these things is that you got to make your cosplay. You can't buy it unless if it's like a little bit, and then you can make the rest. And so when I make her, she's going to have these extendable wings.
Okay. So that way, if you're playing the outfield, you can go track it down, right?
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like, if you have wings, you can just fly up and catch it. So, like,
hey, you never know. You never know. They may say we need some wing girl in the outfield. Let her play. Let her play. All right. So, I mean, if there was another girl that, asked some advice and how to get, international player and play here and play there, what would you tell them?
So I would probably tell them is just to work hard, keep practicing, and always believe in yourself that you can do it. The one word that my dad always tells me that I can't say is the word can't. And when you say you can't, that means you're basically quitting. You don't think you can do something. So when my dad says, take it out of your brain and just say you can.
Yeah. Yep.
And so when you've proven that you can do this, you'll advance more, you'll get better. And then once people see that in you, they will honestly think, hey, this girl's pretty good. Like she's trying and everything. She's getting better, even though she has some tough times maybe. Mm-hmm. But she has something in her. And I want to see that other girls progressing like that because I know a lot of girls struggle. Like I struggle sometimes and that's okay. But when you think about it and you advance yourself, you get better, you'll get something like this and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's there was a guy today. He said you're never going to win if there's no sacrifice, and he says you're playing a football game, and people only see you for those 2 hours, and they say, "Wow, you're really good," but nobody sees the 6-day practices, the 2 times a day, for 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours at night, plus 2 hours of video and film in the afternoon. You're staying away from your family. You're 10 hours here, running there, running there. You come home exhausted. He goes, all they see is Sunday afternoon. You don't put in the work. You don't put in the effort. It's not going to happen. And you're right. They got to keep going. I'd like to thank you for the card. I appreciate it so much. And I was I still have it wrapped in the plastic so nobody drools on it.
So before you ask anything else, there was one more thing that I like to share. Okay. So when you get there and you go to the stadium, you actually do the opening ceremonies. Every sport from wherever you are, from all around the world, comes together and does like their normal opening ceremony walk. And luckily, I was able to do.
And she got to carry the flag.
Got to carry the flag. Yeah, right. Great. Yes. Wow.
So
I see it.
You enter the stadium, as their countries, you get to represent your country, and that was awesome as well. You're in a stadium Everybody's going wild. Everybody's chanting. You're seeing the different countries, and you get to see your daughter enter the stage, but she's carrying her colors of her flag, representing her country. No better feeling than that. So
I mean, how's it feel to represent the USA? You get out there and people, USA, USA.
It was great. Before we walked in, everybody from the whole United States was cheering USA, and everything was like echoing and everything. It was like really cool to hear that. My parents were actually standing right in front, so we were able to just go right there and just look at them, and they all were cheering and everything. It felt great.
Okay, that's really. It's funny you mentioned that because the other day I was watching a baseball game and it's a Yankee game, and in the 7th inning it was God Bless America, and my son comes out of the room and I'm standing there and I have my hand over and I'm just standing there and he's like, Dad, and I look over and then I look at the TV and then he stood there and put his hand over his, and we waited for the rest of the song and he's like, sorry, Dad. I was like, it's okay. You stopped. That's all that mattered. That's it, and we gotta do that. We gotta do that more often. I mean, did you see anything that was something that like tugged at your heartstrings, or you're like, wow, something I get away with this in the United States. I get to, any that?
Oh, this is a really funny one.
Okay.
But it's true. We have brain stressing, right? Now click it over there. There's none.
There's what?
Yeah. So there's no brain stressing. There's not a lot of Dr. Pepper. And when you get the glass bottles of Coca-Cola, let's say, it tastes like it's diet.
Yeah, but tell them that Coke costs more than beer.
And then, of course, soda costs more than beer.
Yes. What was the drinking age over there now?
16. So I can technically could drink over there, but I really didn't. Because when I went to Italy, I was more of the wine tasting. Of course, everybody did that. And of course, Italy was more of the wine. And then, of course, Germany was the beer. Of course. So I didn't want to drink that. I'm not a beer kind of tasting girl.
Did you get any of those big bratwursts with the sauerkraut and all that?
The one thing that we didn't try, though, was the white sausage.
Yeah, there was white breakfast sausage that was real good. Never tried that.
We never tried
everything else pretty much.
Now that I think of it, we didn't do it. So I was like,
yeah.
What did Dad get? He got something over there. What'd you get, Dad? You get some.
We got a lot.
What did I got to spend time with the 2 greatest girls in the world, in my opinion. I know everybody has their own opinion of the girls, but
all right.
I got to come with that, and through her work and her effort, we saw countries and sites that I would have never dreamed of seeing in my lifetime. Without the effort that she put in. I guess the thing that I can say that I learned to appreciate the most, and this is Dad being Dad, is all the hard work and sacrifice and dedication she put in gave me and my wife life-changing and life-altering opportunities to see and feel. So if anything that I got to feel blessed for is all the sacrifice that made us who we are today is because of her, and seeing Dogchow and everything and all the things that happened years ago, the sacrifices of all militaries.
That's right. That's great. That's wonderful. Well put, Dad. Very proud of you. You did a great job, and I appreciate the baseball. And Mom, you're very proud. Dad's very proud. And I'm sorry, I got something in my eye over here.
No, you're good.
Yeah. What college are we looking to go to? What do you think?
There's a few main parts for this sometimes where it's like, do I want to stay near home? Do I want to go somewhere? Or is because you also have to look for what has a good art program or what has good this and that. So also just a few other factors too.
Okay.
Again, she's being modest. It's what college actually needs a starting pitcher.
There you go. It's funny because my son, he wanted to swim for UF, University of Florida. I told him, you're going to go wherever gives you a full ride. I don't care if it's Northwestern, Southern, College, Cucamonga State. That's where you're going, buddy. That's where we're going. So, whoever needs a starting pitcher out there, you college guys, check out Rachel. Hopefully we can get you a scholarship somewhere. You're doing well, and keep on the good course.
Yes, and what's the other good thing too is I'm going to start driving soon, so
Driving.
they don't have to take me anywhere anymore.
I've experienced that just recently myself. So I have my 17-year-old and my 18-year-old have their own vehicles, but now they have to pay for gas. And oh man, that insurance bill is $200 a month, and it's killing them. And I'm like,
well,
Trust me,
actually, to give you a funny story about that,
Oh, here
what
we
you
go.
just said. So as we were driving around, gas over in Europe is only like $1.50 a gallon. So Tammy was like, "What the heck?"
yeah, my daughter, the first week, she was,
oh, I'm going to go here and I'm meeting this one there and we're going here and I'm picking that one up and I'm picking this one up.
and then she turns around and she was like, I think I spent like 40 or 50 bucks in gas. And I'm like, oh, that's because
You went here and I'm going there.
How do you want to pick her up?
I was like, listen, you know, that little going here and going there, it costs money. All right. So there you go. But the funny thing about it, she had first gotten her car and her steering wheel was really bad aligned. You know, I know you can't afford the wheel alignment. I'll pay for it. Well, Daddy got to pay for a wheel alignment and she bought me a bagel.
Hey, you get a good thing.
I think I got the short end of the stick because the bagel wasn't even toasted. But,
Oh.
I will tell you one other thing over there. This one kind of stinks, but it makes you laugh. And then I don't want to say you appreciate it, but it's still kind of funny. So we went to this pizza place in Wing Place, and we honestly had the best wings we've ever had.
It was so good.
But we get two small packages of ketchup, right? We get the bill. The guy charged us $4.80 for the two small packets of ketchup.
Really?
So he charged 480 euros. When you go to McDonald's, if you get ketchup or any other sauces, you have to pay. There's no free sauces over there.
Yeah.
The McDonald's over there also, as their McCafes, they have like desserts. So they had a really good strawberry shortcake, and they have a dessert section that's inside a little coffee bar inside the McDonald's. So there are some things they actually have that we don't have. I wish McDonald's had, but I will say that I'm absolutely glad that we don't have to pay $4.80 for 2 packets of ketchup.
And we actually have ranch over here.
We have that ranch. Boy, you're stuck on, you know what? Next time when you go through, you got to ship a box of ranch over.
Yeah, just a whole packet. And for the whole team, just like, here you go, guys.
Yeah. You charge them $1 a squirt.
Yeah. Well, Rachel, when she steaks, she's a big steak eater. She likes Lee and Perrin sauce.
I do.
We carried a bottle of Lee and Perrin sauce, and everywhere we went, we never got a steak. So Rachel has this international traveled unopened bottle of Lee and Perrin sauce.
It's got frequent flyer miles on it now.
So,
because they had everything else but ranch.
Ranch.
This is the 10,000-mile traveled unopened bottle of Lee and Perrin sauce.
It made it back.
Made it back in the suitcase without being broken open.
I see you got the frequent flyer miles on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm glad I just didn't have to pay for a seat for it.
Because
right.
one of the things that I also did, of course, this is just me. I got a bunch of anime stuff because I'm a collector. Of course, everybody has their collecting stuff, and of course, mine is the
German
anime figure. So
German
they
anime,
actually had to get another suitcase and everything.
We had to go buy a suitcase to bring home everything that she bought.
Hey, it worked though. Everything was fine.
There is one more part of the story. So they went to a purse store.
Oh.
And one of the selling parts of the purse store is you can get tax-free. So they give you the certificate. So just for everybody out there, when you're in Germany, if you spend over $50 anywhere, you're supposed to ask for this tax certificate. And when you get through customs going home at the airport, you're supposed to go to this duty-free desk and turn in the paperwork, and they would give you a refund of like 11% on all your purchases over $50, right? So we go through the hassle of getting all the paperwork. We get out to the airport. We get through customs. We go to the duty-free desk. The duty-free desk, there's nobody there, and there's like an inch of dust over all the computers and monitors. Nobody's there in months. But it was a selling point they used to get you to spend over $50, but you could never get your refund back.
What?
So we came home with a bunch of tax certificates, but we didn't come home with the tax-free duty that we should have done.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
There is one more. This one's got to go on the video.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
So when we were at the World Games opening ceremony, they had a dinner where all the teams eat together and all that. They had a yodeling contest.
Oh.
And somebody participated in the yodeling contest. So we got to get her to yodel in this video.
Yeah.
Come on.
To show her yodeling
Oh, you got to do it now. You got to do it.
That is done.
Come on. One good yodel. I'll yodel with you. Yodeling. Hey.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on. Yodeling.
So what place did you take in the yodeling contest? 52nd?
Yodeling.
Yeah.
So you know what that means now is that now when we're watching the Pirates game on Roberto Clemente night, that we expect to see the gentleman yodeling out in right field, trying to get Judge's attention.
Somebody I'm trying to get Aaron Judge attention. I hope he's playing that night.
There you go.
If
you yodel, I bet you that will help.
You think? I think that would. That would.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm sure he doesn't hear that. So
he probably shake it a little bit for me. Yeah. You're the lady. Like, hey. You gotta shake it. You gotta shake it a little bit. Well, listen, guys. Thank you for being on. Mom, Dad, you're doing a great job. Rachel, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
You got your senior year coming, so you're gonna be a senior driving. And let me know when you start driving. I'll take my car off the road, and I'll stay out of Texas. I'll stay out of the state of Texas. Pretty big.
Wow, you're gonna stay off the highway when I first moved over. Like, watch out, there's this girl. She's driving a little whack, but it's okay.
Yeah, my son has a 2006 Honda Accord. He got some racing engine in it. The only thing is he can hit the gas and it don't race. It goes vroom. And then my daughter has I think it's a 2012 Ford Fusion or something like that. But they picked up from friends of mine for like 2000. It's good. Mom and Dad, it's really good because you know what happens? My wife's cooking and she's in the middle of something. She's like, oh my God, I forgot this. And then she's like, wait a minute. She's like, hello?
Never fails.
Okay, if you are, can you go pick this for me? Like,
Yeah, I love children that go out. The other nice thing about it too, when my daughter comes home and she's running a little late, she plays this game and she thinks I'm stupid. And I'm like, hey, you're supposed to be in by this time. She's like, oh no, I stopped at Sonic. Did you want something? I got to get something.
no, see, that's my food place. So I would be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm Sonic right
Well, what's funny too is we were talking to Rachel about cars and what color she wants. And
Oh, yeah, I already
she
know.
says, oh, well, I want a white one. I go, why do you want a white one? She goes, because I'm going to wrap the car in anime and it'll look better.
The anime mobile.
Yeah, so she's going to have
So you'll
have
see
anime
me.
over her.
You'll know what a car mine is because it's gonna be wrapped in anime, and then you'll know. Like, oh wait, this is Rachel's car. So easy to spot.
Nice. All right, well, guys, thank you for being on. Mom, Dad, you're doing a great job. Keep it going, and Rachel's going to take us out. So go ahead, Rachel. Do it.
So thank you so much. This is Rachel Service from Robert Riveria. Oh my God.
Not Riveria.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Go ahead, do it again.
This is Rachel. Oh,
She got it.
thank you. This is Rachel Service with Robert Rivera, and who's on first? Keep swinging.
Well, there it is.
There you
And for everybody, check out the merch. Keep swinging. And remember,
if you like the show, please do me a favor. Subscribe. Right? You see it? It's right there. Subscribe, share, like, and don't forget, put that bell on. It'll ding you when I put something else on, all right?